So in an earlier video about a month ago, I talked about trying to do YouTube on a shoestring budget. I didn't really go into detail as far as, okay, let's say you don't have any money whatsoever. How are you going to buy anything at all, to invest into doing YouTube? And that's kind of the situation that I'm in right now. I don't have any extra money, from my real job to put back for YouTube, because right now, all of that money is going into paying some medical bills off, to, of course, making sure we have a roof over our head and food on our table. So that doesn't really leave us with a lot of extra to put into hobbies or side projects like me doing YouTube. So here is what I'm doing that I think actually it's pretty neat, it's pretty easy to do, and this will help you to invest in your YouTube channel. What I am doing is I'm actually going online and completing surveys for cash. Now, I realize that there's probably a lot of people right now that's laughing at that idea, but I've actually made a decent amount of money doing it over, several months now. You're not going to get rich. You're not going to make $1,000 a month doing surveys, but you are going to make a decent amount of money as you go along. And for me, a decent amount of money, if I'm able to make $100, within a month, filling out surveys, that's pretty good, because that's $100 that I can use for, paying off a bill, or hopefully to invest in my YouTube to buy equipment that I need. And so for me, that's great extra money. Now, which sites do I use? I tend to use 3 sites that I feel like for me I can trust. Now, there's probably a lot more out there that some of you have used or have heard about, but these are the 3 sites that I tend to use a lot more, and I have been successful as far as being able to cash out to either Amazon or whatever gift card that you want, or to just cash it out into your PayPal directly. The first one that I used, that I discovered, was Survey Junkie. Survey Junkie has been around for quite a while, and I discovered it actually one day back during the summertime. I was just kind of Googling how to win Amazon gift cards. Now, why was I doing that? Well, I had gotten some Amazon, or one Amazon gift card from work, and so it was like $25, and I thought, this is great. What am I going to spend $25 on? Everything that I really was wanting for my office cost more than $25. So I kind of figured, okay, maybe what I need to do then is I need to just try to figure out a way to add on to that $25 gift card. So I started going on YouTube and looking at videos on how to win Amazon gift cards, just Googling in general, because I figured there's got to be some way to get a gift card legally, of course. And I think I stumbled across a video about Survey Junkie, and I thought, hey, haven't thought about this, filling out surveys, that seems pretty easy. Let's give it a whirl and see what happens. And so, I got on the Survey Junkie site, and the first thing I noticed is that you've got to earn at least $5, which equals 500 points. They kind of go, with the point system that equals money. And so you have to get $5 in order to cash out. And so I got the initial $5, and then I just, I put it on Amazon, and so then I had $30. And I thought, well, that wasn't too bad. It actually didn't take me very long to do it. So then I went ahead and decided, okay, I'm going to try to see if I can make a little bit more on Survey Junkie. It took me a while, because you're not going to qualify for every single survey. You're not going to be given high dollar surveys. A lot of the surveys that I was able to complete in the beginning were surveys that gave you, 15 points, which equals 15 cents, 30 points here, 45 points there, but believe it or not, all of that really mounted up to a decent amount of money after a while. Honestly, taking a week and just really, dedicating a couple hours to filling out surveys, I was able to average about 20 bucks a week, which it's 80 bucks a month. That's not bad, right? So I kept going on with the survey money and just kind of added it on to Amazon each time that I had gotten a decent amount together. Usually it was like 20, 25 bucks. Then I would, cash it out, put it into my Amazon gift card swag, or whatever you want to call it. And, pretty soon I had 200 bucks. I was like, wow, you know what? I'm really wanting a TV for my home office, which, by the way, I have yet to put up at the time of this video, and that was like 4 months ago. So I decided, okay, I can afford a 50-inch TCL TV, so I'm going to work toward that. Lo and behold, I wound up getting another gift card from work. I can't remember how much it was. It might have been like 35 bucks. But that added on to my total. But the bulk of my Amazon gift card money came from doing Survey Junkie. And in addition to Survey Junkie, I discovered another site called Branded Survey. Now, like Survey Junkie, it worked on the premise of the point system. You get points toward being able to cash out. The difference with them, though, is that you had to work up to $10 before that you could cash out. Survey Junkie, it's $5. Branded Surveys, it's $10. So I kind of started working on both of those. Whenever I felt like I wasn't really getting served enough good surveys from Survey Junkie, I would then switch over to Branded Surveys, start doing surveys from there for a while. And pretty soon I was able to cash out with them. And then, when Survey Junkie was refreshing surveys for me, I would do surveys with Survey Junkie. And then down the road, I discovered QME, QMEE. QME, I was actually able to complete more surveys with them right away. I mean, I think within a day, I was able to build up $5 with them within like an hour, which was pretty good. But, like the other two survey websites, you're not going to qualify for every single survey. But the great thing with QME was that you could cash out your winnings or your earnings to PayPal, even if you only had like 13 cents, which obviously I wouldn't do it for just 13 cents, but I did build up to about $5 and then I cashed out. Actually, I take that back. I think the first time I did it, I tested that theory and I cashed out after a couple of bucks, and I was like, hey, this works. So I started using QME, and I was going to use QME to kind of build up my PayPal, and then use the other two sites more for Amazon. And since then, I've also used QME for Amazon and PayPal as well. I can actually use all three sites to actually build up a pretty decent amount of money for my side hustle. Now, here's a side note. You don't want to go past $600 a year. Well, you can. Let me explain. Just if you do earn more than $600 a year at any one of these sites, you're going to have to fill out a 1099 here in the United States. And so you're going to have to submit that within your taxes. I don't know how much more in taxes you'd have to pay, but just be aware of that. If you do make more than $600 a year off of any of these survey sites, that is something that you have to do. But I'm not too worried about that. At the time of year that I started doing Survey Junkie and these other sites, I have not earned up to that amount on one particular site. I've come pretty close with Survey Junkie, but we're now into December, so at this point I'm not too worried. I don't think I'm going to hit the $600 mark on Survey Junkie. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a like. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you like about it, or let me know what you don't like about it. Either way, it helps me out a great deal. So like. So that is how that I am able to make a little side extra money to put back into my YouTube. You can get started right away within 5 minutes, and I'll leave links down in the description. So if you guys want to check it out and try your hand at doing surveys, it's helped my wife and I quite a bit. We've been able to buy birthday presents for my son without kind of going in the hole or putting stuff on credit cards. We're also going to use it for Christmas. So it is really a neat way of being able to buy things without having to budget it into your main money that you're getting from your main source of income. So in a future video, I will kind of go over a little bit more in detail of how Survey Junkie, Branded Survey, and QMe works. But right now, I'm gonna go grab some lunch. So you guys have a great day.